What's up guys, and welcome back to my channel. So I've been wearing a lot of these shirts lately on my Instagram and on my channel actually, and I'm finally doing a review for them. The brand is called Last Set, very clearly, and I have literally been wearing these to class, to the gym, to lounge around my house. Like, this brand, I'm just obsessed with them. Basically, I've been seeing these really cute t-shirts and little sweatshirts pop up on my Instagram all the time, and I was like, okay, I really need to test these out. So I reached out to Last Set, and they were kind enough to send me a bunch of things for a review, and I'm not kidding guys, like, I have to stop myself from wearing these all the time. So I'm going to be going through some of my favorite colors, the sizing, the details, basically all you need to know, how you wear them, everything you need to know is right here. So this brand does sell out a lot, surprise, surprise. They're so cute, I don't blame them. Also, they were kind enough to give me a discount code, so you can use the code Catherine to save you some money if you decide to order on this. It's not an affiliate code or anything, but this Friday, April 19th, they are launching their spring collection, which this is one of the colors of them. They're just like these very cute pastel, neutral colors, so like a hint of spring, but nothing like too crazy and bright. Okay, so first I wanted to go through the cropped tees because they are my favorite. And I literally have so many colors of, which is great because I've been living in these and it's weird to wear the same shirt every day, but when it's a different color, then people don't think you're as crazy. So these are just a classic cropped lightweight tee with a little raw edge at the bottom, and they have a cute logo across the front and on the sleeve. And in terms of how cropped they are, so I personally think this is the ideal length. They hit just about at the top of my leggings and maybe show a little bit of skin depending on how high-waisted the leggings are. You can always crop them more because they are just a raw edge, so you can just take your scissors and just have a little field day cropping your own shirts. I've also seen a lot of people tie up the shirts, which I personally haven't done a whole lot because I like just the look of the relaxed tee, but you can definitely do that and I think it looks really cute on everyone else. Okay, they have so many cute colors. Literally so many. I have so many right here, and as you can see, they're all kind of like pastel, like nude kind of shades. So what I love about their neutral shades is that I personally love a nice pair of colorful leggings. So because these shades are so neutral, you can wear them with really any colored leggings and it doesn't look weird. Like, they could have just made like black and everything, but with these like light colored pastel neutrals, they're still neutral, but they're not like totally boring and like plain color scheme. Yes. Okay, I forgot to do this in my try-on video, but I wanted to just lift up the arms and show you that these don't move, and they definitely like stay put, and like my whole stomach is not showing when I lift up the shirt. Okay, and I did a little try-on for how I feel about the sizing. So I am a size small. I have a larger chest. The letters are tight along my chest, but it's not stretching and it's not like weird in any way. It just looks like it falls very nicely, and then the rest of the tee just kind of like hangs very naturally. I would definitely go true to size on these unless you want a really oversized look, but I am normally a size small, and even with a larger chest, I think the small fits me very well, and it's not too baggy, but there still is a bit of room between like my tummy and the shirt, which I think is the perfect fit. Okay, so if you want more of like a super cropped look, I also think this is cute. It goes like right under the boobies, but like it'll show, basically it'll cover just as much as a sports bra, except a little more coverage up here. But they actually tied like very easily. I was kind of worried that it would like stretch in a weird way, but this was actually super easy, and I could definitely see myself wearing it like this too. Just be aware, if you are going to tie them, I feel like you should have tees that you tie and tees that you don't, because this is kind of with any t-shirt I found though, when you tie it, it is going to stretch out just a little bit. I bet if you just like gave this a nice little steam wash, it would bounce back, but I personally would just have the shirts that you tie and have the shirts that you don't, and don't mix them, because or else you might have like a weird little stretched out section. But like, that's just the nature of like a cotton fabric like this. Okay, so as for when I would wear these, I think these just make the perfect athleisure outfit with a pair of leggings, a pair of joggers. I've worn them with jeans to class, with leggings to class. I usually am just sitting around my apartment in them, and because you're not like totally exposed, they're cropped, but like you're not showing your stomach, so I don't feel like it's inappropriate. I've also worn these to a few gym sessions. Mostly I like to wear them on the way to the gym because I just like to work out in my sports bras. It's just like my personal preference. But if you don't like just wearing a sports bra to the gym, I think that these are a great option because one, they're not too tight, so if you don't want to feel like you're wearing super tight leggings and a super tight top, that can just be a lot. So these just add a little more like of a relaxed look. And these are a cotton material, so no, they're not sweat proof. But if you're feeling weird about sweating at the gym, the only people who are judging you are the ones who aren't sweating themselves, which means they're probably not working as hard as you. So who should be judging who? Okay, now to one of my favorite hoodies that they have. This is the LA cropped hoodie. So this hoodie is only $35, which is such a great deal. And this color is just the most aesthetic thing I've ever seen. So this actually popped up on an Instagram ad to me and I was immediately obsessed. I like even texted my friend and we were like, we have to get matching last set hoodies, like these look so cute. So basically it's just a cropped, lightweight hooded sweatshirt. And again, they have the raw edge at the bottom. These are about as cropped as the tees. If you wear the sweatshirt on top of the tee, they like kind of just line up with each other. So you can't see the tee really, but then you're not like getting a lot more coverage, I would say, out of the sweatshirt. For the logo, this is definitely more delicate than the tees. The tees are very in your face, but this one is almost like with the light color of the sweatshirt, you almost don't even notice it. Again, these are very cropped, just like the shirts, so you might show a little bit of skin, but with a pair of high-waisted leggings, you'd totally be covered. I would say definitely don't size up on these. I was worried about getting a small because I have a larger chest, but even with your normal size, they are a relaxed fit. So it may be if you want like a really relaxed fit, you can size up, but I think even with my size small, I am totally fine with the like amount of, I don't know, looseness and flow that it has. They also come in size extra small to large. It's also a very thin, lightweight hoodie, so even if you were to wear this to the gym, like if your like gym is like air conditioned or something, then I don't think you'd be like sweating too much. I think that this would be totally perfect. Also, the material is so soft inside. Like I don't think I've ever felt anything this soft. I like don't want to wash it because I don't want it to like go away. Just like the shirts, I think the sweatshirts are perfect for just throwing on the way to the gym if it's a little chilly outside. I've also worn them to class, just like out running errands, casually lounging around. They just have such a cute like athleisure vibe that I love about them. And again, you could work out in them, but as we've talked about, I don't like wearing shirts to work out, so I don't do that much, but I think that you totally could because of how lightweight this is. The next sweatshirt is another cropped sweatshirt, but this one's a crew neck, which I personally love the crew necks, and this is the track sweatshirt. So this one is a crew neck like I just said, but so that's perfect if you like aren't a big fan of hoodies. They also have a raw edge at the bottom, and their logo is also probably just a little bit bigger than the other one, but it's in the upper left-hand corner. And then they also have a little like tape detail along the side. It's not actually tape, I just think that that's what this detail is called. Like this little side stripe, and it just says train, grind, dominate, which, you know, if you're not feeling motivated throughout the day, you can just look at your arm and there you go, a little motivational speaker. From the website, it looks like they have an army green, ivory, mustard yellow, that's all I need to say, and pastel blue, which I also love a pastel blue. So they're about the same cropped length as everything else we've talked about, and basically everything is the same as the last sweatshirt in terms of sizing, material, and when I would wear these. And then lastly, they have the super cute, iconic squat hoodies. I just think these are so fun. Like, it's not super logoed in terms of being last set if you don't like that. It just says squat, which is really cute, and they sent me the full length version, but I could very easily crop this. And from what I've seen online, they have the maroon color, navy, gray, and lilac. And these are definitely a full length hoodie. Hits right around my butt, but you could crop it again if you wanted to. This definitely fits true to size again. I wouldn't recommend going up in your size. I would say stay true to size. And basically the same of when I would wear these. I mean, I don't need to tell you when to wear a sweatshirt. Like, is there ever a bad time for a sweatshirt? So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this. I definitely recommend checking their launch tomorrow night. Also, you can use code Kathryn to save you some money, which we love. So yeah, if there are any other brands you guys want me to review, I know you guys are always sending me stuff. I literally have a pile over here that you can't see of things that I need to review, and I'm a little bit stressed about it, to be honest, but it's okay. We love to do it. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!